Macros.
14 years old, bro. It took me from 14 years old till I was 27 to hit that 248 fucking mark where I was huge. And mind you, after 210, I had to take fucking steroids because there was no way I was packing on any more weight, no matter how much I lifted.
Watch this, Mike Rage. I'm gonna tell you about something. See, I'm the type of person who I can notice something in the room with 1,000 people and 999 of them won't notice it. That's the kind of, I don't know. It just happens to me like that, right? Tell me if you guys notice this. When you're walking down the street, you have to move out of the fat person's way.
Always,
100% of the time. It's natural. You're not afraid of them. They're not bullying you. It's physics. So you literally end up working for them your whole life. You can't walk a fucking straight line in society.
Actually, if you think about it, it really breaks Einstein's law of relativity, because mass should be bigger mass should be attracting smaller mass to it, but in this case, bigger mass is repelling smaller mass away from it.
But listen, that's respect. That's respect for fellow man, though. Like no matter how big I was and how jacked I was at the time, I couldn't fucking move. I was retardedly big, and I was like 3.5% body fat. But naturally, I would move out of fucking people's way.
I'm at 8% right now, at 53.
Dude, I haven't been to the gym in 3 fucking years. I'm still built from construction.
That's me a year ago. That's me a year ago.
How old are you?
53.
God fucking bless you, because I'll tell you what, I have no fucking ambition and drive to go to the gym. And you know what's funny? Listen, I'll tell you a fucked up story.
That's calisthenics, right, Reese? That's calisthenics.
Listen, I train like I got a prize fight every morning, dog.
Listen, I worked out with a black dude, Freddie, man. I'm going to tell you what, Freddie was 70 years old. This motherfucker looked like he was 40. He was fucking jacked. And I'll tell you what.
I'm going to be that.
Dude, we didn't lift any fucking iron weights. Everything was sit-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, fucking nonstop, repetitious, and we would fucking try to outdo each other. Now, this motherfucker's 70. At that time, I was, 30, and we would try to outdo each other. And this motherfucker, I'll tell you what, that was my best training partner I ever fucking had. And then we had this other dude, Machine, that worked out with us. He was good too, but that was my best training partner fucking ever, hands down. And poor Freddie, his heart gave way and he passed away, which really sucked, and it was sad to hear. But I'll tell you what, I'll never fucking forget that man. Never.
No, you know what my secret is, dog? It's water.
What's that?
Water. I drink a gallon of water every day. I won't drink anything but water. Nothing.
Dude, I drink nothing but coffee.
I'm surprised you ain't dead yet.
I drink nothing but coffee and gin.
What did you say, Angry Snowman?
I said, I'm surprised you ain't dead yet. You're a vegan.
Vegans live longer than meat eaters. Meat eaters are the ones that got pills in the
What are you talking about, dude?
Wait, you're a fucking vegan?
Yeah, he's a vegan.
Well, I thought I had another mother. And then I find out you're a fucking vegan.
In his defense, he grew up in a liberal city, bro.
Yo, I thought I had a brother from another mother, and now I find out he's a fucking vegan. That's it.
Yeah, dude, look, he's an ex-felon vegan pot smoker. It don't make sense. It defies the laws of thermodynamics.
There's nothing like a big fat fucking steak with grizzle, bro. I will eat that. I eat steaks fucking 7 times a week. I swear to God. And I eat fucking good steak, filet mignons, and I eat fucking ribeyes. I love fat marble. I eat fucking ribeyes, T-bone.
Yo, here's the benefits of being vegan. You ready? All right. Here's why I'm vegan. I like it when women, beautiful women, the top women on this planet, half my age, throw their pussy at me.
Literally nobody. Do you tell them you're vegan? Like you walk up, you're like, I'm vegan. They're like, here, get some pussy. Like,
yeah, but have you checked your insides? Have you literally checked your insides? Do you know what shit happens to motherfuckers who are not carnivores?
Listen, man.
Pee green?
Huh?
Is your pee green?
He does it for the
it's clear.
organic type, the vegan bitches. That's what he's saying.
Bro,
That's he
every
does
chick
it
he
for them.
puts down smells like
Being
patchouli.
vegan, I get to walk around on the
Good
planet
for the vegan
and
bitches. Look, dude, I'm gonna tell you
half
what.
my
Reese
age.
does not discriminate
I get to
when it
keep
comes to pussy.
8% body fat, right? I got 800 pounds of PSI, pounds per square inch, on my straight right hand and my straight left hand, right?
But how's your insides?
Perfect. I've never been
Bro,
sick.
I'm gonna tell you what. You ever hear the story?
Oh, Jesus.
Bro,
Murda's asking these
bro,
questions.
listen, I'm
bro.
gonna tell
Like,
you. Vegans, bro. Did you ever hear the Steve-O story when he went vegan and he went to the doctor and the doctor was like, yo, what the fuck have you been eating? His insides were like hard as a fucking rock and fucking tainted with garbage from all that fucking vegan shit. I'm just telling you, bro. You may be a strong motherfucker. You look jacked. I'm sure you can hit hard, but check your fucking insides, bro.
I'm gonna do it for a month.
Already
So
done
Reese
the
doesn't
research.
eat processed stuff. He just eats like buckets of blueberries and lettuce.
That's
he
it.
doesn't get
All
like
I do is
the
eat raw
processed
outside
food.
malls on like dandelions and pine
Yeah, Reese,
cones.
what's your
and-
diet, Reese? Give us a breakdown.
I'm a farmer. I grow greenery for a fucking living. And I'll tell you what. There ain't nothing like a big, fat, marbled fucking steak with that dripping ass grizzle on the fucking end. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm a meat eater. I'm a fucking carnivore.
Dog.
I got goat meat in my fucking fridge. I'll eat fucking any kind of meat there is.
Listen, I used to eat hammerhead, shark, deer, all kinds of shit, bear, whatever the fuck was on a plate.
That's good for you.
Remember, my family. I got white family from upstate.
Have you ever ate an
Washington that
octopus
hunt in the
tentacle, Reese?
forest. Huh?
Have you ever ate an octopus tentacle?
Yes, sir.
So have I. It's disgusting.
Yes,
No,
sir.
When aliens
fuck that.
get here, both of y'all going into a camp.
Listen, Galamon is the best shit you're ever gonna fucking have. A little lemon on that motherfucker with some polygon cheese.
Is the most
Fuck
disgusting shit
When I
you'll ever
turned
eat,
vegan,
dude.
listen, when I got turned vegan, I got stronger, faster, immediately, smarter, quicker. My memory got better. My temperament changed. When I was a meat eater, I would shoot your mother's house up 100 times.
And you're from, are you from PA or no?
Yeah, I'm from North Philly. I'm from hell, dog. I'm from the worst place in the world.
Motherfucker, you're from
You blaming meat for ninjas being ninjas?
from fucking Pennsylvania.
Oh, I'm from the worst place in the world. That's why I changed my life.
Hey, dude,
So
like,
what is your diet?
Reese really lived.
What's your diet?
I'm going to eat. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to eat.
I'm from Jersey. Philly wasn't a hop, skip, and a jump.
Listen,
What is it, Reese? Let's break it down for people.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to eat about 6 bananas. And about 3 juicer cups that's going to have
6 bananas.
Six
What am I
bananas.
going to do? I'm going to wake up. I'm going to cook some fucking natural.
I'm going to drink like a quart of water and make some juicer cups with kiwi, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, apple,
Dude,
pear.
why do you want to eat the same shit they were feeding Harambe?
Now, what's your lunch or dinner though? What's your lunch and dinner?
Lunch, I'll get a bunch of potatoes with cooked vegetables, and I eat the same thing for dinner. Just switch up the vegetables.
Yeah,
vegetables
Sometimes I make, wait a minute. Sometimes I make lentils.
Tomorrow I'm going to go out to my chicken coop, bro, and I'm going to grab fucking chicken eggs. I'm going to eat some natural ass chicken eggs with some fucking greasy ass fucking hash on the fucking side and maybe some fucking fat ass bacon. I'm going to enjoy that shit.
There's a downside to this shit, though.
Breakfast sound heavy metal with all them F-bombs.
There is a downside to this shit, though. I have to eat literally all day long. And it costs
Because you're hungry,
$50, $60 a day to eat.
Because you're hungry, right?
Huh?
Because you're constantly hungry.
No, I do a lot of shit. My job is physical. I run 2 miles. Cousin, Ray. I run 2 miles and work out in the morning.
She lives down in Florida.
Well, listen, regardless, I respect you because of your age. Keep it fucking healthy. I gotta give you fucking props on that shit.
You don't even believe me, dog. I gotta show people ID. The kids at the basketball court asked me for ID. I took my hat off and showed them some gray hair. There's your fucking ID right there.
Oh my god.
Nah, bro, I give you respect for that, bro. Keeping it up at your age because I ain't got no fucking ambition. I work so much.
Listen, there's a thing called male menopause, and it's real. At a point in your life, you're gonna look at and you're gonna like, wait a minute, I'm getting old now. I know death is ahead of me.
Right.
Now I'm not, not sharp.
There's something called TRT to battle that shit.
You're gonna start wondering, are the women gonna still? If you're used to catching women, like I am when I was a young kid, I caught them by accident, hundreds of them.
Dude, I'm trying to get rid of the women I have in my life now. Why do I want more?
I don't want that to change ever. I want to be 60
Bro,
years old and still have women.
There's something called
looking at me.
TRT, bro.
Right.
There's something called TRT. Real fucking easy.
Well, he
Take
just
some
wants to do it with
TRT and
bananas, bro. Let him eat his bananas.
Listen, I'll tell you what. You eat your bananas, and I'm going to inject myself with some testosterone twice a fucking week, and I'm just going to chill.
No, what it is Reese is sitting here eating vegan, trying to be healthy so he can get more of a headache, more stress, and end up dying from a stroke that was caused by the very thing that he was trying to chase after.
Are you talking about pussy?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly.
man.
I
Women are
understood
medicine,
that loud
man.
and clear, so, man.
Women are medicine. It's the best medicine on earth.
He said
Nope.
he's going with the Farrakhan method. Get you a woman.
I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something.
Now having a wife is like having grayscale. Now being single is different. Being single,
pussy is
I'll tell you what.
like,
Yo, let me tell you something. My wife is a fucking dime. I got the best wife in the fucking world. Does anything for me, and I do anything for her. And I'll tell you what. I'm perfectly fucking. I don't need to chase pussy. I don't even look at fucking pussy. It's not even worth my time.
well,
Actually,
when
my
you don't
Well, you
have
could
a
look
wife,
at it though, Mike. I
when you
mean,
don't have
what
a
the
wife
fuck?
and you're old as fuck, you still
Bro,
have to
you want to know what's funny?
You still
I'm
have
gonna
to
tell
be
you what.
relevant in the game. You know,
With the type of wife I have, I don't even look at pussy. I don't even need to look at pussy. Honest to God, you'll never ever catch me looking at another fucking chick.
wow.
I'm gonna look at him for you,
I'll be
Mike.
straight up with you, all right? When the boy was in here and I was talking about, the whole sex thing, look, why I ain't trying to have sex with the wife. I ain't tried to have sex with her since that damn thing in her belly keeps getting in my way and disrupting everything, dude. Right? But it hasn't stopped her from making sure that if I want something, she'll take care of me. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? My wife, before I met my wife, I was never faithful to any woman I was ever with. Ever.
Wow.
Ever.
Oh, dude, I'm the same way.
I hear you though.
My wife that I've been with now for the last 10 years is the only woman that wants, and I even cheated on her when we were dating, within the first 6 months of us dating. And, but when we got married, no, dude, I really don't have no desire to be around women. Women annoy me for the most part.
You want to hear something fucked up? You guys don't know about this. So, long story short, I started a website that I should have stayed with because I would have been a millionaire by now, which was live interaction fucking porn cams.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
I made a motherfucking fortune, just to let you know.
Well, this was a family-friendly show.
But listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. During that time, I was married for 12 motherfucking miserable years, and every chance I could get to cheat on that bitch, I fucking did. And I ain't gonna fucking lie about it. Until I met my wife.
Hey, bro, my last baby mama, I cheated on her with her cousin. That almost like her.
Until my wife, anything that had a hole got the rage. I swear to God.
You motherfuckers just buried the manosphere for all times. I have never cheated in my life. Never. I haven't never cheated on a girlfriend, not even once.
Really?
Fuck no.
Bro, let me tell you something. Because I was a big motherfucker, I bounced at a strip club for the mob for fucking many fucking years, and I'm gonna tell you what, the shit that happened, if I told stories, you wouldn't even fucking believe me.
I sold cocaine in the 90s. I know all your stories.
Well,
look,
actually,
Reese was there. Reese was there, Mike.
Reese was in the strip club at the time.
Some way, shape, or form, we might have known each other.
Reese was the one dropping off the escorts at people's houses and picking them back up when they were done.
While he was selling coke, I was bringing in cakes through the Diamond District with the fucking Hasidic Jews, just to let you know.
Damn.
You wouldn't believe the people in the world that snort.
Listen, I used to bring in 3 cakes of
allegedly, folks. Allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly. That's bullshit.
Allegedly.
I got indicted with the federal prison. I knew a pilot that snorted cocaine. How's that? Put that in your pipe and smoke.
That's funny.
I was lucky in the fact that I knew everybody around me. Let's just say that. So if there was ever wind that I was hot, I can go cold. So even though bringing in 3 cakes a fucking week, it was all big transactions. I didn't have to worry about fucking shit. But that's what
I'm talking about, like birthday cake, a sheet cake, a wedding cake.
No, I'm talking about a fucking kilo. I'm talking about a raw ass kilo straight from fucking.
I've never even seen a kilo.
Straight up fish scale, raw fucking kilo that you got to cut and recompress.
Dude,
That stuff that Ghostface Killa talks
shit.
about on with the Wu-Tang.
Fish scale in the late 90s, early 2000s. That was some fucking crazy shit.
Hey, you know how much kilos were back in the day?
This crazy ass political white guy. Trust me, I've been in some shit in my day.
Hey, I know. I don't know if y'all know what the cocaine prices are like now, but do you know how much a kilo of cocaine was in the early 90s?
About 20,000.
Yeah, dude, I used to be able to get 2 balls for $100.
In Amsterdam in New York was probably like 19,000, or you can go to Miami and get one for 15. If you look, it was so sweet. I'm not even making this up. You can literally just go to the airport, wake up out and get out of bed, yawn, go to the airport, book a flight to Miami. Bam, you'll be in Miami before lunch.
Yeah, but dude, I didn't even have to
go
do that.
Go find some cocaine. Watch this, yo. Go find some cocaine, buy a half a kilo of the shit, put it in your fucking pocket, in your underwear, get on a plane, do the same thing in Miami, be back in Philly for dinner. It was that sweet back in the day before 9/11.
Yeah.
But dude, listen, the truth is, listen, I used to get it. I swear to God, the Hasidic Jews used to smuggle that shit in the Diamond District. No lie. And I'm sure fucking someone's watching is going to fucking try to shoot me now. But we used to get 3 keys straight, uncut, fucking never had to fucking worry about a goddamn fucking thing. And I'll tell you what, these little motherfuckers that were scrapping a nickel and diamond on the street were selling 0.6 for the same fucking price as a fucking gram, making a fucking fortune as we were making a fortune. And you know what? When everybody went to jail and I got to a point in my life, I had to say, it's time to go legit and find other avenues. But I'll tell you what, my life now and business now is so consistent. I can never replace what I have now. You get what I'm saying? That money back in the day was quick money. You can have $100,000 in your fucking safe, but guess what? When you go to prison for some odd fucking reason and that safe is hooked up to a chain and ripped out of your fucking house, you'll learn a lesson real quick. And that's true story.
Rage, keep it real. You know what they did with Jimmy Hoffa, don't you?
Listen, it's not about. All right, so let me explain something about Jimmy Hoffa that fucking people don't understand about. So
I knew it.
No, I want to explain something to you guys. So no one knows me and they don't know my name. I come from one of the biggest mafia crime families known to man. I mean, you could Wikipedia my fucking family and they're fucking everywhere.
Okay, I want to stay on this fucking stream.
No, let's just get that straight. Jimmy Hoffa wasn't even a fucking mobster. Okay, he ran.
No, I'm not saying he was a mobster. I'm just saying you know what they did with him, don't you?
No one knows what they did with him. No one knows what they did with him. I don't know.
You do.
I don't.
Allegedly,
I know where he's at.
He was ate by pigs.
I have no idea where anybody is at, but I can pretty much tell you about anybody. Put it that way.
He ended up in over one of them hog slaughterhouses over by where Reese lives, right?
He was ate by pigs.
Okay. Hold up. We're shifting topic because we got 2 things we got to talk about, and we always do this. But you know what?
Go ahead.
New sheriff in fucking town. Second half of the topic because we broached and talked about some real estate.
Man, we went all over the place, man.
Yeah, we did. So
we do.
Hold up a second. So the thing that I was getting
at,
the thing that I was getting at with the group economics as far as the real estate's concerned is if you're going to have to live with roommates anyways, one of you should at least aspire to get yourself in a position to where you can actually purchase the house and then you can control the rental situation. And I think moving forward, that's going to be one of the things that should be looked at as house hacking. It's very effective. The video I'm going to drop in the morning goes into detail on that, has some resources in there. So definitely tap in for the Future Finance episode tomorrow morning. Now, the next topic, second half of this, is the U.S. running crypto out of the United States. So I had a bunch of people asking me about this one. So I'm gonna go in. We're gonna talk about it. So first off, the first thing that I want to say is this, for those of us who are already in the crypto market, is great for us. I'm gonna expound on that here in momentarily. But what's going on basically is the SEC, which is an archaic system. Yeah. That like literally they haven't updated the rules since the 1900s. Like it's like ridiculous. But they want to be in control of the crypto market. So what they've been doing is they've offered no actual regulations. And then every year they just sue people for money and they get them to pay them off to go away. They're like, It's very high level extortion.
Like the mob.
Basically. And what they've done is they've gone after Binance, which is a very large global platform, and Coinbase, which is like America's pride and joy as far as like first entry into crypto. Not necessarily the greatest place if you don't like unless you like getting nickel and dime for fees, but it's easy to use and it's a good platform to learn on. And it was like basically the first legitimate professional looking platform in America. Mm-hmm. And they've been asking for regulations since 2014. Been asking for it. What do we need to do? How can we be compliant? Going out of their way to be compliant. And the SEC went after them also. Mm-hmm. Like nobody's safe. The only reason that you would do this is if you're trying to clear the way for the financial powers that be in the United States, like our top five, JP to Morgan. Actually run that market now that they want it. They're like, we want that. Get everybody else out so we can do it. Because they don't want to compete. They're not trying to do that. But so like they have these lawsuits going. So what's actually going to happen is we are going to get regulation eventually, but it's going to be after they figure out a way to bar middle class and poor people from getting into the market, period. And I've told people this multiple times. I'm like, when they shut this down, because like I don't know, like in all honesty, America is experiencing a vast amount of brain drain in regards to the cryptocurrency space because everyone else is welcoming these people in, and we're pushing them out. And if that's the play for the future, we're blocking ourselves out of the future. And it's not us; it's these entities that are not representative of the people that they're supposed to be serving. They're not serving American citizens. This is another attack. Like they're closing doors on ways for you to get ahead. Your rent's $1,700. You're trying to figure out how to get ahead. You're not able to save money. Your 401k is doing terrible because they're manipulating that market also. They don't want you to have any attempt to even have an opportunity to have any kind of sound money. So they're going to block you out of the cryptocurrency market. Like, what options are you having? They're shutting doors. They don't want you to own homes.
You know like what that reminds me of, Ray, real quick?
What you got? Go ahead.
It reminds me of when they did this with Square, when they realized how Cash App was being used, right? They said, well, wait a minute. And then PayPal, they were like, well, wait a minute. All these people are using Square, Cash App and PayPal like this. Then they created... Was it Zelle, right?
Yep.
They created Zelle. And when you ask yourself, hey, who owns Zelle? This is the 4 or 5 biggest banks. They all came together. If you actually look it up, all the banks came together and created Zelle. I think Bank of America is one of the biggest owners of the, company Zelle. But when people go, what is it? Peer-to-peer, right? P2P?
Yep.
PTP or whatever the fuck. So when people use that, that's the banks that own that. And eventually I think, who I think is going to purchase, PayPal pretty soon. I think Apple's going to buy PayPal. I wouldn't be surprised to see that.
Yeah.
But anyways, go ahead.
Or
Coinbase. That would be a good acquisition for them.
100%. But like Coinbase is so big that they're buying companies. So like you can't you know what I'm saying? Like they're
Coinbase though.
Yeah, but would they sell? Like
would
Coinbase is in
for the right price.
Very
wouldn't you sell? Shit, I'd sell myself for the right price.
True. Also true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Coinbase,
true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That's a fair assessment. But as they're closing these doors, what'll happen is they'll do basically what China has done, because China, coincidentally, just sent Coinbase a public invitation. They were like, "Hey, come set up shop over here. We want to do business."
Right.
But what China did before that, though, is they drove everyone out of the market in China. And they were like, cool, until we get a handle on this, we're banning it.
Right.
Now China's bringing everyone back in. Oh, what's
going on?
What's up, Angel?
Calculated maneuver.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, Angel.
Hey, bring me up to speed. I'm sorry, I had to jump off and give my wife a shot real quick.
Crypto.
No,
but hey, before you say what you have to say, I just want to thank everyone for what they did last weekend there.
All right.
Did you the question. Hold on, from a follow up from last week. Did you get a stripper?
If $15 is enough, then okay. It was only one donation.
Get you a lap dance, bro. You'll get in the door and get at least one lap dance. I'm just saying.
I just have to find where to go to get it.
Just get a hooker, Angel. Just get a regular.
I know. I love you, Reckless.
Oh my goodness, brother! Like, no, it's good to have you up. What's going on, Mandrell? How are you doing tonight, too?
What to do, Mandrell?
Good.
Angel?
So catching
right.
you up. So
listen to you tell people what came out last week or earlier this week.
Yeah.
When I saw that, because I saw it earlier this week. When I saw that, I just laughed at it. I just laughed. We are our own worst enemy, dude. We really are.
Yeah.
It's like I'll tell you when you're done. I'll tell you like where I first accepted that as a realization of life that America is its own worst. I'll tell you that when you're done, man. It was when I was in the military, and like I'm gonna tell you some shit. Like it ain't classified or nothing like that, but it's stuff that people don't know.
Well, you ain't wrong, Mandrell. We do have the government that really does represent the population correctly. We do.
Right. Right. Most of the population of America are idiots, and so the government. So I mean, they're representing.
Right.
They are representing the population. They're dumb.
Oh God, it's so I don't.
I mean, it is truly a representative government. I mean, I'm just saying we got what we wanted.
Yep. If you're dumb, it represents you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You're not wrong.
Listen, I'm telling you that, and the press. Oh Lord.
Hey, are you celebrating? Are you guys celebrating Juneteenth this weekend?
That's the only holiday I'm celebrating this month. What are you talking about?
Hey,
That's all I'm celebrating this month.
Like I said, Ray. We should do a simulcast that night too, man. And we'll live stream shooting off fireworks and all that stuff, man. If we're barbecuing, we'll barbecue while we're live streaming, all that shit, man. For real. Let's make it lit. Let's take Juneteenth and turn it into an actual real American holiday.
That would be that. Okay, you know what? Something
that it belongs to everybody in America.
Let's create July 10th. Let's go straight to the next month.
Yeah, be like, and America was freed too.
Let's do another month. Let's do July 10th.
Yeah, listen, everybody. I'm gonna jump off. I gotta go take care of my wife. She's not feeling well right now.
Oh no. Tell her we hope she feels better, dude. Like I understand. I'll text you later.
I mean, listen, people don't know. My wife's been sick for 15 years, so it's hit or miss when I got to jump off. But everybody be good.
Absolutely.
Take care, Mike.
You as well. I'll check on you. I'll check on you tomorrow.
All right, bro. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Have a good night, Mike.
Reckless, I'll come back up just as soon as I'm done smoking this crack.
Okay, cool.
Jesus
Kids don't smoke crack.
His wife is tough. After 15 years of being sick, I would have called it. I would have said, "All right, fuck it, throw the white flag."
I mean, it's the thing that's interesting is like when you have people who like you see battle illness, like it's one of those things where like I would agree with you, except for that's just not how our brains are generally wired. Like we're like there's something in us that just is just like survive. Like what are you talking about? Like I always say that if I lost an appendage, I'd be like, yeah, I'm calling it. Like I can't do what I want to do.
Out of here.
And people lose all kinds of appendages, and they're just like, yeah, I'll be a stump, dude. Like sign me up. Like, let's keep pushing, bro.
Listen, I'm telling you, even when I was in the Army, I told everybody that. I told my parents that. Listen, if I get an arm or leg blown off, I'm eating the barrel. I'm eating the barrel.
What is you
I'm not coming home.
Mandrell said, wherever I am, I'm eating it there.
I'm letting you know now. So whatever cockamamie story they come up with, I got hit by a fucking bus, a bolt of lightning. No. An arm and leg got blown off, and I did it myself. You know what I mean? I'm not coming home fucked up.
Oh, man.
Oh my god!
I see so many of them commercials with them.
Mandrell is officially the definition, the living embodiment of come home with your shielder on. You're like, what happened? I dropped. Fuck it.
I could lose an arm, not a leg, though. I could lose an arm.
No, fuck that.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy.
You could take my left arm.
The guy with the prosthetic, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Yeah.
Or the hook or something. I don't want to be that guy.
Bro,
Take
but
my
wait,
left arm.
Mandrell, but what if
They
as
took my
technology
arm,
moves
that would be-
forward, they can get us prosthetics like the cable arm from like the X-Men, bro? Like
Nah,
now, if I
fuck
could get a
that.
cable arm or leg,
Yeah, all right.
I'd be signed up for that.
That would be all right, but we ain't got
Yeah.
that.
Right, that's true. That's true.
Especially when I signed up. When I signed up, like, I mean,
Ray wanted to be a new Mortal Kombat
you know,
character and
it just
shit.
medical technology wasn't where it is, anywhere near where it is today. Like,
It still ain't that advanced right now.
But here's the thing: if you look at the past 20 years of war, if you knew how much we've learned, like it is incredible. We made a quantum leap of like repairing nerves, reattaching limbs.
Yeah.
We made a quantum leap in that knowledge that we had. Like, if you look at the Mayo Clinic and the stuff they got going on, and it's because of veterans who went over there and got fucked up, and they come back, and then you get the chance to study and practice.
Like the
It's
skin
all the
grafts
poor
and
fools
shit.
that were
Yeah.
guinea pigs for that shit, man.
Yeah, of course we are. Yeah, of course we're guinea pigs. Like, you go to Walter
Dude.
Reed, no, nothing. But
Man,
the
I don't go to
well,
the doctor. I'm serious. I don't go to the doctor. Fuck that, man. You only go to the
Mayo Clinic
doctor
is
to find out that you're about to die. That's it.
I ain't seen a doctor since the mid-90s.
Mayo Clinic is awesome, but that was me, Ray. I told my parents, listen,
he said, I'm not doing it.
If I get over
I'll be quite honest.
I'm not coming back home. I did it myself.
Mm.
I'll be quite
I'm
honest.
just letting you know because I thought about this and I made a decision. I'm coming back either coming back whole or not at all. You know what I mean?
Hey, I respect a man that has a plan, though, dude. For real, you had a plan, and you were going to live through it.
Right, and my thing is, it was before I went on my second deployment because the first one, like it was like World War II. That first deployment, it was a good introduction because nothing else after that shocked me. The first one was like, okay, this is what war is. Like it was like World War II, dude. And that's when you see the bombs and the planes and all that shit. And then that's when you learn when you're getting shot at without looking. Like if you hear a pop, okay, no big deal. It's close, but it ain't there. You hear a crack. Oh shit, they're shooting at me. That's like you learn whether you're getting shot at or not, like just by hearing it. Like that was first deployment. My first deployment, it was a big eye opener, huge eye opener. I learned a whole lot. It was like, okay, so the second one I was kind of ready. I saw a few guys get banged up and get limbs blown off, and I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna be me.
Damn.
I could probably live through it, but no, thank you. I'd rather just go ahead and check out.
No. Oof.
And so that's what did it for me. I was like, I'd rather just go ahead and check out, man.
Yo, you know what's shameful, man? The amount of people that have offed themselves from that little situation.
Yeah,
I think it outnumbers the people that were actually died in the towers.
So what now?
I think the number of people that have offed themselves, soldiers, right, has exceeded the number of people that died in the towers.
Oh, but they did. We passed that a long time ago.
That's sad, yo.
We see that a long time ago, man.
The towers was about what, 3,000 people?
3,500 give or take.
We took a bigger loss defending that shit.
Yeah, we were at war for 20 years, man. I mean,
but I mean, I like when I think about that, dude. I think my reference point is the Lusitania, man. Like there ain't nothing that you're gonna tell me that's gonna tell me that everything and every system that we have to defend this country failed on one single day, and then we went and destroyed a country that didn't have the shit that we said did it and didn't send the people that did it.
It's insane.
And the crazy part is,
I'm just like,
reckless. Here's one of the things I was going to tell you: the whole war in Afghanistan, the war in Iraq, would have been done in 6 weeks.
Right,
6 weeks. Here's the thing: we got hit with those towers, right?
Right.
Month and a half later, because I know some guys who are over in CAG. That's another name for Delta Force, right? Mm-hmm. They saw Bin Laden, like they could see him. They know there he is. Like me, I saw him on satellite. I knew where he was. I came home.
Wait a minute.
I came home. Look, my sister started asking me questions. We're by ourselves. I pointed him out. He's right here. Here's where they got this stupid military school of theirs. It's like their version of West Point.
Yeah.
Half a mile this way, he's living in a house with a stone gate around it. Well, if we know that, why don't we go get him? Well, I said, now 6 weeks after the Twin Towers fell, we could have got them then. But people started thinking, wait a minute, if we stretch this thing out, that checkbook is going to come with a lot of zeros on it.
It's good for TV too. Yeah, it's good for TV.
Literally, that's what it was. Now look how much money Halliburton made because Dick Cheney was on board for it.
Yep.
Look at all the other Boeing, Lockheed Martin. Look how much money they made. And then like Halliburton was charging the government $30 per meal. So one plate of food in the chow hall was $30, and the government paid Halliburton that money.
That bullshit y'all was eating.
Isn't Cheney part owner of Halliburton?
Yes, he is.
That's jail food.
Yeah, yeah. So look at how much money they made, and they looked at that, and they're just like, nope, do not engage. Don't do it. Like
so
6
weeks. They're hoarding
that's how good our military is.
On another nation's oil, and then making you guys pay for horrible food just so they can get just a little bit more money.
It ain't just a little bit more. They made a fortune. So I'm just saying, it's like Tom Cruise said in Tropic Thunder, lots of money. They made a fortune, dude, and like that's how good America, our military is. We got the Twin Towers got hit. Everybody's still running around confused and dazed. The military, 6 weeks after that, oh, there he is, right there. We can kill him right now if we want to. Now what? Because they know that once you get rid of Bin Laden, what happens to the war on terror?
There's no boogie months.
Right, it's over. Yeah, it's over.
Do you think today's military?
That's how good we are. 6 weeks later, we found you in a place where Russia went in there and spent years there and just got ran out. You know, we found you in 6 weeks in a fucking cave in the middle of nowhere. No roads out there. You know what I'm saying? No cell phone towers. There's nothing out there. We still found you in the middle of nowhere. You know, in 6 weeks, we got you in our crosshairs. So it's like that's how awesome the American military is. People don't know that because of the decisions made not by us, but by politicians and those fuckos over there in Langley.
That's what I was about to ask you, Bandrell. Do you think today's military is as effective as the military that you were serving in after 9/11? You know, before they put rainbows on all the different branches, flags.
I think that they are, as long as they don't lower the standards. It will always.
They've already lowered the standards though,
but they haven't for special forces.
No, not for special forces. Like he had
but isn't women? Special forces is just such a small part of the military, isn't it?
But they do most of the work.
Well, here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing, dude. You just have no idea, like how much of that it was us. You know, so now Fallujah, that was a combination. Like Marines went into Fallujah, and they kicked ass there. Shout out to the Marines.
Didn't they have Army reserves there too?
They didn't do anything, but you had
they were basically there holding the umbrellas for the Marines to shade them.
Basically, so you had.
Here's a fun fact for y'all. I passed Ranger School in '89.
But see, the thing is, Ranger School is kind of like the gold standard.
Ranger School's like Boy Scouts.
No, it ain't.
Hell, dog.
Yeah, no, it ain't.
Much worse.
No, it ain't. Dude, Ranger School is fucking hell. Look, you've never been hungry until you go into Ranger School.
Hey, dude, I'm just talking shit. I've never been in the military, so I have no clue.
Tired until you go into Ranger School.
Yo, they drop you somewhere with a map and a weapon and say, meet us here in a week.
In Florida.
No food.
Yeah, right.
My best friend told me that in order to actually graduate from basic when he was in the Marines, he said the last test was they gave him 1.5 MREs, his canteen of water, a freaking compass and a map, and dropped him off in the middle of the fucking woods and gave him 3 days to get back.
Yeah, there's some training that does that. Like Ranger School is tough for people, like sleep deprivation and hunger. I'm not sure if there's anything worse than that.
I used to do that shit myself just for fun.
Maybe Delta Selection does it. I'm not sure. That's the only. I think if I had anything that I regretted, that would be the biggest regret. I didn't even get the chance to go to Delta Selection because I wanted to, and I had planned to go, but I only cut my teeth in Green Berets for a few years before I jumped up to another selection course.
Oh, okay. Hold up, Mandrell. I want to get Murda's question for you because that was specific for you. He said, other than the paycheck, what was your ultimate goal for joining the armed forces?
Well, I didn't join for the paycheck. I mean, I already knew that the military didn't get paid money. You know, but I
really don't get a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew they didn't get paid money, so it wasn't for the paycheck at all. My reason for going.
The fuck is Reese doing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not having a baby. The wife is.
I don't think we want to see it.
Reese's camera is both upside down and looked like it was in between his legs.
Right.
He's eating orange peels and shit.
Well, the thing is, I think it's something I
vegan life.
I was going to say that's some vegan shit, man.
My reason for joining the military, I was like, okay, several reasons actually. As a kid, I always grew up liking military stuff. My dad was in the military. Both my
travel the world, right? You want to travel the world?
No, not that. No. Both my grandfathers served in World War II. I had a great uncle who served in Korean War. An uncle who served in Vietnam. My father served in Desert Storm, Desert Shield, and he was serving in that current conflict. Iraqi freedom and enduring freedom, right? So here I come out of college. I graduate college and I come back home, and I'm like, okay. I don't want to live here anymore. So I got to figure out something, but I got to move. Oh shit. I ain't got no money. I guess. And then so I went to the Air Force recruiter. He was a prick. So I said, nah, fuck that. So I went to the Army. He said, you went to college? I said, yeah. You got student loans? I said, yeah. We'll pay them off for you. I said, wait, all the student loans? All the student loans. I said, well, where do I sign? You know what I'm saying? So I signed and they held up the end of the bargain. So when I got in there, I saw that's when I learned like what was available, what was not. I went to airborne school, you know, after basic training. I went to airborne school, and that's when I got from Ranger Battalion. Ranger Regiment came up there, and a Green Beret shows up. One guy says, "Who wants to go to RIP? You know, Ranger Introduction Course." I asked, "What's RIP?" Ranger Introduction Course. It's a course you go to before you go to Rangers, before you go to 75th Rangers. I said, "Oh, okay. I don't know. Who wants to go to Special Forces Selection?" I knew what Special Forces was. I was like, what happens to us if we don't make it? Whether you come back here and go on you come back and you go on your regular track of what you originally signed up to do. I said, well, there's nothing to lose then, right? He said, no, not really. I said, okay, yeah, let's go.
I thought people don't even make it through the march.
Right, and see, exactly. And
he said, oh no.
But the thing is,
the first thing. Half the people are gone.
Talking about the Rook March?
Yeah, half the people. That's the first thing you do.
First thing they do is give you a PT test, and then you do a 12-mile Rook March, and 15. It's time. That's what the first. I mean, day one for us was like 12, but that's after 0 day. Day zero was day zero. They smoked the shit out of you for 5 hours. You know, so you start off with a class of nearly 400. You end up with less than half of that in the first 5 hours.
Damn.
People just falling out, quitting. It was just, we had less than half in the first 5 hours of SS selection because people were just quitting. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can't handle it. So, you know, I went through that, and then next thing you know, I thought I was going to come back with a story like, yeah, I tried out, but I didn't make it. You know what I mean? Like, and describing what the process was and how difficult it was. I thought I was going to have that story. No, I went there, did the best I could, and I was like, oh, shit, there's nothing here that I can't actually do. So I just did what I could, and at the end of the day, I think there was like 17 of us left, and they chose 8. So I got selected. And then I went on to the Q course.
The other thing wasn't your original MOS like it had like way more PT than everybody else?
The physical fitness. Yeah, my original MOS had, I was like, why do we have to be in such good shape to do this job?
Was it 11B?
No, it wasn't 11 Bravo. It was 92 Romeo.
Oh,
parachute rigger.
11B is fucking critical.
Yeah, 11 Bravo. That's infantry.
It's bullshit.
That's infantry. Yeah, I'm like, why would you sign up to be a regular infantryman? Go to the range.
Well, the judge. Never mind.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Anyway, you got in trouble and told the judge, I changed my life. I'm gonna join the military.
When that motherfucker said you can go to Hawaii, I was like, I don't give a fuck what 11B means. I'm going to Hawaii. What I didn't know was that they were the first people chosen for any conflict, and you had to be the baddest motherfucker.
Because y'all halfway over there already.
And listen, man, right?
You already
And when it's 98 degrees and 98% humidity, and you got to do a 20-mile march.
Damn.
20 miles, dude.
Yeah, see, our first road march in day 1, because it starts off with day 0.
Dude, you tropical people, you should be able to handle that with ease.
Dude, no.
What do you think?
No.
What do you think?
No,
Wait a minute. What the
that.
fuck do you think was them 50% that dropped off in the first 5 hours?
I'm telling you, the brothers.
Dude, it couldn't be the
some
crackers that ain't got no melanin.
Look, I swear to God, I was the only black guy in that class to get selected.
I
Damn.
was like one of 6.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the rope march after that 12 rope march, a few days later, we had to do another one. That felt like 20 because we're going forever on that rope march. I mean, I know I did ask and they said one of those marches was 20 miles. I said, which one? Can't tell you that. Okay. The fact that he said, but the fact that you don't know the difference tells me that I've done my job. So, okay, cool. Because I really couldn't tell the difference. It was just a long fucking way, carrying 45 pounds on your back.
Yo, there's a lot of psychological bullshit that
It's
goes
a lot.
on,
Yeah, it's a lot of psychological. And that's the thing. Once you get selected, the first thing they do after that is give you an IQ test. You know, you get a couple of days to rest and whatnot, but the first thing they do is give you an IQ test. So if you're dumb, nope. You know, nope. And the thing is, what keeps you off is that you don't know what the standard is of anything. You're like, how fast do I have to run these 5 miles? Just do your best.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
done.
By the way, your
That's
fellow
it.
soldier comes before God, your mother, your kids, and everyone else. It's your
Right.
brother and then God and your mother.
You don't leave anybody behind. Yeah, that's what throws you off. You don't know what to do or anything. Do your best.
It's even in the songs in the morning while you're running. Fuck your mother and your kids and God. Pick up your weapon and your knife and your rod. Am I lying, Mandrell?
No, he's not lying. That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy like that.
Crazy, dog.
Those cadences, man. Like that was my favorite thing about basic training was the crazy shit drill sergeants would say to people.
Oh my God.
The craziest. I thought I was in trouble for laughing. Ray, I really did. I thought I was in trouble for laughing.
I did a lot of push-ups for laughing, dog.
Right, I did too.
I was a bad mother. That PT test wasn't shit to me. I got in so much trouble. And potatoes.
Right.
Listen, back in the 90s, we used to peel potatoes when we got in trouble.
That's all right. Yeah, I had to do KP. I never had to do that. Like not one time.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
Oh, Mandrell.
Huh?
Murder asks, have you ever thought about continuing your enforcement career as a SWAT or special intelligence?
They wouldn't let me be a cop.
What?
I actually tried.
You like the universal freaking soldier. What do you mean they wouldn't let you be a cop? Literally, when I call the cops, I want Mandrell to show up.
Right.
Special forces destroy the target at any cost.
Because you know what they did was they asked me to turn in my DD-214. That's the document you get with what they can put on it as far as your military experience, right?
Yeah.
So everything you did, every school and all that stuff. Oh, well, there's a problem that, we think you might have PTSD. I was like, well, how do you figure that? Well, with your combat experience, I mean, I don't see that there's any way you don't have it. Like, what would that matter? You know what I'm saying? Well, you're at a high risk of having an incident out on the street, and we can't have that.
You could have just told them, be like, you ain't gonna have me arresting Africans, are you? I drove through town. I ain't seen none out here.
They probably looked at his combat performances and said, "No, this guy's a bit extreme."
Right. That's
give him a badge.
That's basically what they did
in this conversation.
Well, no, you know what? Honestly, Mandrell, I could tell you exactly why no police force will want you on there is because, like, if they get into some fuck shit, you ain't the one to have around. Like, if they're actually not following the rule set that they're supposed to, because there's nothing that they can do to you, and you could do a whole bunch of stuff to all of them.
Right.
Like, you're the problem.
Because like you get down several times. I'm like, look, okay, you go to jail. Well, I don't want it. I don't care what you want. Just get on the ground, man. I mean, just follow the order.
Well, I mean, I don't think you have an issue with that. Like, I mean, most of the people that I've talked to that have had military training, when they look at police work and the people that are actually running into these issues, it's not necessarily your SWAT team. Like, when SWAT gets in trouble, it's because they chucked a grenade through a window and they didn't know that there was a kid in there. That's when SWAT screws up, generally speaking. Like, but when you have like these police systems that are actually corrupt, you're a person like you is a problem, because like you could put down a bunch of police officers. To be honest, like they ain't built for that action. Like you're well above their pay grade.
I've seen
so
a
if like
do that,
because the thing is with us, Ray, marksmanship is a thing.
Oh yeah.
You are going to go to the range. Yep. You're gonna put rounds to target in your spare time. Yeah, we want you. They wanted us to think about marksmanship in our sleep, and they trained us that way, literally.
I could take off your mustache at 300 yards, yo.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And it should be accurate. Like they really do train you like that. Marksmanship is no joke. But for me, I like shooting guns. Yeah. So for me, I was in heaven. I'm like, fuck this. I can do this all day. I don't give a shit. Are we gonna be here at night? Because I love night shooting with NVG, night vision goggles. We had that. Yeah, I loved it.
You ever do a 30 for 30,
shooting, man? Huh?
You ever do a 30 for 30?
What's that?
You hit all 30 shots, 30 targets?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but
not many people can do that. Out of my whole company, only like 8 people did it.
That's your company. They didn't train the way we did, man. You could be out there.
He's like, all we did was shoot.
That's why I was chosen for Ranger School, though. That alone is why I was chosen for Ranger School and my PT scores. I maxed out with the 92 push-ups, 82 push-ups, 92 sit-ups, 6-minute mile, 5.5 minute mile, some shit. I can't remember.
I never maxed out a PT test ever.
No.
I can max out the push-ups. I can max out the sit-ups. The run, fuck, dude.
Dude, running is terrible. It's awful.
Yeah. And the thing is, for me, I was always a sprinter, right? I can sprint. I'm fast, but I can't maintain a 4-minute mile for 2 miles. I can't do that, man.
You know what? Playing ball helped me out a lot, I think. I never stopped playing ball in my whole life. I've always been able to run like a deer.
Right. Like I can't maintain a 5-minute mile for 2 miles. I was like, fuck, dude.
But the real question is this, though, Mandrell, honest question. In your entire career as the elite of the elite, how many people did you have to run and catch? Did you run and catch anyone like ever?
Actually, a couple of them.
What? You ran and caught people?
Yeah.
With your hand.
Dude, war was no fucking joke. If we wanted to bring people, look, it depends what you said is. We want this guy, bring him in alive. And then the rest of the mission briefing is, okay, here's where he is. Okay, here's what's going on. Here's where he is. Here's the topographical view. Here's what's going on at this point. This is going on over here, blah, blah, blah. You know, you're going through that whole thing.
Yeah.
And there's some times, man, where, I mean, your mission is to bring that person in alive. So,
I mean, crippled is alive, Mandrell. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, crippled is alive, bro. Like, that's subjective.
Here's the thing. I might hit an artery.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you have that choice, and you're definitely a marksman enough to do so. But if I can take you down with my hands, and I know I can, why run the risk? Just come here. Plus, this is more fun. I like using my hands. Like no shit, it got like that. It got like that. Fuck you. And the more you're out there, the more lives you take, the more your friends you see go down and not come home or go home fucked up. The more fuck 'em gets in your system.
Yeah.
The longer you're out there, and the more that's going on, the more fuck 'em gets in your system. And by that time, it was set in pretty good for me. I mean, to the point where you know how I am about Africans.
There is some anger involved in war, you know what I mean?
Bro, yeah, Ray, you already know how I'm about Africans.
Yep.
You know, Mandrell, you're up here sounding like a white supremacist of color.
No, Mandrell had a whole ass experience, bro. Like it was so bad that I'm like, bro, I'll be looking at Africans here sideways now. I'll be like,
bro,
man.
no, I'm just saying. Listening to you talk, I think that you would be safer at a Klan meeting than I would.
I'm just saying, like it gets to the point. But what I'm saying is, it's like war makes you like that, you know. And sometimes, sometimes you have to adopt a part of that ideology, kind of, to be effective. Because it takes effort to get it out of you. Because it gets to a point where you think that all Muslims are bad, which is not true. Yeah. You know, it's just not true, and you know it's not. So, but then you go to Africa. And they either your first encounter, everyone's midday. First of all, if you eat Africans, you hire an African, anything past like midday, like past lunch, they're worthless. They're absolutely fucking worthless. They all get up there, they get hopped up on cot. Yeah, they get fucked up on cot, and then they're done for the day.
What's cot? Cannabis?
No, it's like it's a leafy thing. They either chew it, make it into a tea, or they smoke it.
Oh, okay.
And they get them high. You know what I'm saying? Everybody over there does it. All the men over there do it, and they all do it at the same time of day. It's weird. it's weird.
I never heard this in my life.
I'm telling you, the Africans, they do. It's called cot. Now, either that. Now, then, when I got into a bunch of gunfights with them, okay, we're somewhere, right? And we had a gate between us and the public, but they're out there running a protest for whatever reason. I'm still unclear about what the fuck that was. All right, we're guarding this place, and we're in civilian, for the most part, civilian clothes, right? So, but I'm still combat ready, right? The pants I had on, they weren't gonna rip. You know what I'm saying? I still had on boots underneath my pants and all that stuff. I threw on some body armor. I went out there, and I'm trying to get this crowd to stop before they break down this gate. And then a couple of them made it over the fence, right? And so that's when it got down to hand. I mean, because these people didn't have weapons. I did, but you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, that shit was fun. I got to beat people up. And
this is why you can't be the police.
Right. It was fun. I got to beat people
Yep, he's
up.
a T-9000 running around seeing everything as a threat and a target.
Right. But here's the thing. Later that night, they left, right? A lot of them left. And we said, okay, they get mad. It's just regular protesters. It's nobody. There's no actual threat here. Okay, then they go on somewhere. And what we found out is they went and started doing brown. That's another drug.
What the fuck is that?
It's a combination of cocaine and gunpowder. And they snort it, and it turns them into fucking zombies. Because
that's like smoking weed with embalming fluid.
Right. So we would shoot them, and they didn't feel anything. They kept coming. If you didn't turn off the computer, if they were able to move, they were coming for you. So it was that was the weirdest, scariest, most fucked up night of my life. Holy shit.
For those watching, imagine World War Z, but Africans.
Yep. Yeah, it turns them into zombies. They didn't feel anything, dude. Like you had to kill them.
And the zombies.
World War Z was Sally Struthers asking for donations to help fund it.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Man, bro. I mean,
look, he's upset right now. Like,
so from that day, that day on, it's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Like nobody should ever be able to fight that hard, ever. God damn, dude.
It didn't make sense that they wouldn't stop coming, did it?
No, it didn't make sense. It's like you see,
they like defied all the laws of physics and reality and.
Well, I mean,
I think they're just made different over there, anyhow, man. To be honest with
you, it was that stuff that was snorting the brown.
Well, hey, sorry if I've been quiet for so long. I was listening to you guys talk there, but I wanted to say, Mandrell, that I love your humor there, man. Every time you speak, it feels like a breath of fresh air.
I'm waiting to hear some of Mandrell's really dark humor because I know it's in there. I know it's in there.
It is, man. I mean, like,
hey, Ray, show them the video, man.
Which video?
The body parts.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gotta proof this out first. Hold up a second. Oh, okay. I got you. Hold on. Let me share it.
This is nuts.
Wait, I'm bringing it up. Hold on. We're gonna react to this together.
All right.
The drama. Okay, here we go. Hold up. Let's go.
Details here at 5:30. 2 Pennsylvania men are tied to a disturbing case: trafficking stolen human remains. Prosecutors they bought and sold body parts from the Harvard Medical School. Action News reporter Becca Hendrickson looking into this bizarre story. Live for us in Spring Township, Berks County, where police helped take one suspect into custody.
I'm just gonna point out that lady looks like she just got done